Hello, everyone. Happy Monday to all of you. It's Lumen here with an Agricola game coming soon. I've got it open on BGA, but I do want to fix up a couple things here because we are not playing a tournament. I'm not on a delay right now, and my chat box is probably just wrong. I feel like I'm taking too much of the screen right now. My chat box is too small. I might have to move my chat box a bit. Hello, Fofo. Crix was here with the first soon. We got 2 seats open here. So really quickly, during poker tournaments for MSO, which I have been playing, I have been doing a strategy to just try to get as high in the rankings as I can. And I found out this morning, after looking at the Pentamind website again, that I had the idea a little wrong because I didn't realize MSO had corrected their formula to adapt partially for these poker tournaments being weird incentives. So what they have done is with events with more than 100 people, they changed the formula so that you need to get top 10 to have a normal kind of score. Otherwise you lose like 5% or something. So for example, this is what I think I got in Omaha yesterday. 31st place, 236 total players. Not completely sure about the 236. That might be slightly off. But I was expecting that was going to be the old Pentamind formula, giving me like 86 or 87 points. But this is the revised version of the score. So I'm actually 81 for Omaha. And I need to rethink my poker strategy so that I'm aiming to get 10th or better. Because like 10th out of 236, 90, that's pretty good. Wait, okay, so 10th is 90, but 11th, wait, how's that? Did I do this wrong? I guess I need to like actually examine what's going on here. Yeah, final table would be the aim poker-wise, but huh. I need to look at the difference between this and the old formula. This and this, as this number changes. Yeah, because actually at 9 and 10, it's not different at all. Huh. Okay. Well, I have some more fooling around to do to check out what my poker incentives should be like. I did come to Board Game Arena expecting to get a game quickly. Given that that is possibly not happening here, I might take a look at Play Agricola. One other thing I got done yesterday is I fixed my music setup in a way. Play Agricola is kind of dead. There's a game going on right now, so it's not actually dead, but it would be a little too dead for me to start one, it looks like. I downloaded all 800 something songs in the playlist yesterday. Took not as long as I was afraid of it taking. But now I'll be playing my music on iTunes, which won't ask me if I'm still here, and won't have a messed up shuffle function. Like, I googled the YouTube playlist shuffle not working, and apparently that's just been a long-standing problem for years. But I'm glad to actually have a shuffle that works, because I know iTunes Shuffle works fairly well. I actually know that iTunes Shuffle is... Crix! Thanks so much for the resub. 11 months. We're almost there to a year. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your support, Crix. The stream would not be the same without Soon. But as I was saying, the YouTube shuffle function is broken. iTunes shuffle function isn't a true shuffle because way back when like the iPod shuffle was a thing, the actual shuffling was not uniform enough for the average person to consider it random. So iTunes shuffle is more like a uniform distribution of artists and albums than a true shuffle would be. So I think that's kind of funny. But all right, we have a table. Great. Alrighty, chat box. Let's see, if I'm at 67, I want this to be lined up correctly. Oh god, what is happening? Bear with me, please. Turambar, thanks so much for the sub. Nine whole months, Turambar. That's also amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I need to fix this chat box after MSO has done crazy things to it. Hey, the Expend. Alright, I should look at this pack. And I'm in 4th seat. So 4th seat, we know Rammed Clay is a really great option here. And then Small Scale Farmer is probably a little too risky from seat 1, and Seasonal Worker does a lot of good. The Expend angling for the 2-stone room plan, and I am gonna say no. Thank you. One day we'll have a reasonable pack to choose from, but I'm not gonna pass Seasonal Worker Rammed Clay when I'm in the 4th seat. I am just gonna take Cottager here. I have no need for another grain source that I want to be taking early. This is a nice miners pack. Very nice miners pack. Either the plows, threshing board, mining hammer, large greenhouse, I don't need. So any of these 4 I'm reasonably happy with. It's probably I take board or hammer over hand plow. I expect I'll get to choose between 2 of these 4 that aren't large greenhouse. So I hope to be building a... What was I saying? I hope to play an Ock in round 1, but can't be too confident in that from the 4th seat ever. Is this a better zoom? Probably not. Yep. This is what we want. This is the stuff we want. And this Ock looks like 10 fences to me. I don't know about you guys. Yep. Hey, Fembo. Welcome, welcome. This looks like it could be a fun one. Clay Pipe would be a fun wheel here. I don't really want Brook. I think it's going to be one of these 2. Sleeping Corner definitely should get taken. But it's looking like we get to go big clay house here. We could still wheel frame builder. Stage 1 clay hut builder, yeah, definitely possible. Though that involves getting 3 ox down from the 4 seat. So let's not get too hopeful here. Clearing spade's fine. Not actually sure lumber mill works that well for me. Passing it when I passed stonecutter early on is unfortunate. But saving wood is kind of like a silly thing for me to try in this game. And I know I want 3 ox early, and to stay at exactly 3 ox, not exactly sure how I'd want to do that. This is like a weird pack to pick from. I think I'm not sure I get my fields out early here, so clearing spade is good for that. I do have seasonal worker giving me crops, so I probably don't need too many sow actions. I could just take lumber mill on principle, but clearing spade's probably good enough to take. Do I take geologist here? Tutor is really terrible tempo-wise. If I get an Auk in round 1, seasonal worker is so much better to play. Sheep Whisperer is also, like, these 3 are my stage 1 Ox. None of these are really late Ox, per se. Animal Dealer's the closest to that. I might take it. I mean, it's that or Geologist, which is not the position I like to be in. I have enough clay. I don't need to play an Auk early that gives me... Like, Clay Hut Builder is just so much better than Geologist. Stonecutter came back. What are my opponents doing exactly? Because of just how much clay I have, and replacing 2 clay with a wood is not much of a savings when I have rammed clay that says these materials are the same for me, I think I do take Stonecutter here. Stable Architect is an interesting play. Manservant, small scale, and something else got taken. Yeah. Conservator? And these are not too important, I don't think, the miners. I don't think Young Animal Market makes sense when I have Loom. De-drafting the tongs is fine. I actually don't get what I was expecting here. Threshing board is straightforward, but this is a moment. I could take Roughcaster because I do think it's 12 food for me. I legitimately think Roughcaster can be 12 food for me. But that requires playing it early. Taking Storehouse Keeper makes round 1 Auk, stage 1 Ox slightly more likely, but the fact that my opponents don't want it in the first place might be enough for that by itself. Day Labor Pog, yeah. And this is the only Roughcaster situation I would consider. Loam Pit Cottager. Loam Pit Cottager is the only combination where I would consider Roughcaster. 12 food on a big family should be important. But the tempo of getting this down could be bad also. The thing about 4th seat is that you're just not going to be able to do a couple things often, and that gets pretty annoying. And Roughcaster could very well be one of those things. If I don't get to play it, I don't get to play it, I guess. I'm going to be ready to drop it, but it could have potential. And then... this is also one of the only times I would consider taking Wall Builder. It's not like Oven Firing Boy is any better. I have enough grain, and... my goodness, what have I done? This is some kind of hand. We get fences round 1. Oh, I should full screen. Wall Builder, Roughcaster, maybe ask Nightbot if it's a feeding engine. Harpooner was the first. Okay, we're not getting an Ock round 1. Harpooner round 1, I think, is a terrible play. Just gonna say it. Glad to see no assistant tiller, though. I've made day labor a 9 food action, grain, veg, 3 clay. Grain or veg, right? I do need a lot of reed. That is something I did not find. Oh my god, a 1 reed action from Geoguessr? Probably childless then. See, I hate taking start player here because... well, there's actually only 4 good actions in round 1 coming up. Geoguessr looks like they're childless. I know it might seem very silly to everyone here that I don't want to start player ram play, but... alright, I have my Ox, they give me rooms, and I should be going Nur a lot more than I currently do. Reedstone food, 1 reed is not the way of childless? I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad, genuinely. Passing on Reedstone feels wrong. But I think 2 reed is better for me. And I do want to pick up all this grain, more important than other stuff. Alright, I do very much like 3 wood being taken there. True, it's contingent on the 3 wood action, so it's possible that... oh my god, why... this ordering's fine. This ordering's fine. It does seem like big country is in play. We can fight for day labor, I guess. Vicon's gonna want a lot of wood also. I think this ram play is gonna be pretty cool for me. Let's get this day labor while we can. And we're going 4th. because this player needs to play a canoe. Hey, there's going to be more reed in the game. The funniest thing is when Harpooner Canoe doesn't first action the 3 food. I've seen it a lot. Alright, 2 reed and Ock are our preferred moves for round 3. The 2 reed looks quite guaranteeable, I'll say, because Vcon's gonna 3 wood or assistant tilt. Geoguessr should definitely take 2 wood here into 3 wood. Oh wait, there isn't going to be 3 wood if he takes 2 wood. Alright. I have 4 room parts / fences hanging out right there. Okay, they do fish first. Good for them. Vcon first action day labors. Yeah, I'm not that obsessed with getting this done. I also think passing on 3 wood's a mistake. House Steward. I definitely don't mind seeing House Steward. Maybe we get 5 procs out of Roughcaster. A Clay Stack or Ock are both great for me here. With my opponents taking smallish wood piles, that definitely benefits me. Geoguessr is start player. Ooh, Carpenter's Parlor. Okay. Reedstone food, just completely unwanted. I do want a Reedstone, and if I take Reedstone, I can go for 6 clay and Ock next round. And then have enough reed for a room and take a good action right now. Definitely feel good where I'm at. Not perfect, but enough good stuff is happening. Late sheep. Oops. Yeah, so I am gonna play Cottager? Yeah, I currently don't understand the 1 read for Geoguessr. I do think okay, this is childless. I do think 3 wood was probably safer for them. Alright, no denying I need to get my Ox out here. Two-day labors gets me a clay room. And I do want to pump out Roughcaster and Clay Hut Builder. And possibly, very slightly possibly, Wall Builder. Vcon grabs Reedstone. There's a 4 wood action here. I think I do want a Reno first action. I think there's going to be a ton of wood this game, which is actually good for the Harpooner. I'm gonna go day labor Ock. Probably Roughcaster first. And then something like... Well, if Reno flipped, I could play an Ock first and then, like, Reno Loam Pit, and that would be really cool. Challenger deciding on what to do after getting the first childless here. Without a clay pile on board, their chances at an oven are not particularly high, but taking more room parts is pretty strong. It does mean that I don't need to do the Reno to force blue to build because Challenger can build. Do I actually want this? Or do I want to try to, like... Yeah, I think I do. I'm not really sure how quickly I can get these day labor actions. Alright, so this game we're in the weird situation of 6 wood being good, not great. Alright, this is a really bad 4 wood move. That's a really bad 4 wood move. Challenger might travel here. Alright, I think Wall Builder's probably not making the team. Challenger Ox. Okay, and I think blue is aiming to double build. Actual, what do I do here? It has to be Ock. I think Roughcaster's still better first than Clay Hut Builder. There is enough food to where I shouldn't be concerned about paying 2 food for an Ock. Yep, this is fishing. Three wood for Vcon, yeah. Hey Rainier, yeah, we have the Roughcaster hand. And we're getting to grow second? I'm gonna build first action. We don't have Loam Pit down yet, but we're getting there. And it's a House Steward game, and I don't think there's anything stopping me from getting 6 rooms here, except, possibly losing tempo somehow, but, I mean, I have the day labor combo. That doesn't really lose tempo. Challenger deciding what their free action should be. I think this is a clear 6 food for me. You have adoptive parents. Unless you have Bread Paddle, which was my first pack of miners. Yeah, this looks like bread paddle is happening, but I think they're losing a lot of tempo doing it this way. We'll take a veg for no particular reason other than makes us a little more balanced. Hey, Brandon. The card tracker extension almost works? Oh, cool. Yeah, I know Marushka's been working on it, but I don't know the progress. VCon, I would expect to plow. Yep. Must be sad about losing the assistant tiller fight. Yeah, I'm lucky that Jellinger's been start player here. Moldboard plow is really cool. Okay, so this is probably supposed to be start player for me. And then maybe wheel 4 read. Second move next round. I am just going to make sure I grow here. Having faster access to, all the stuff that this board is juiced with is going to be good. Loam Pit and Threshing Board are probably good enough. I don't need Threshing Board, probably. This does give 6 wood to blue, possibly. VCon is really late on this big country. Blue's gonna build a hearth, it looks like. Which is okay. A fireplace, also okay. But, I mean, you're harpooning with a canoe. It's gonna give you most of your food. There's a random 6, not so random, 6 food action on the board. I don't think a fireplace is a huge concern for blue long term. This is a big country for VCon. That means they're gonna take their last day labor next round. And Jellinger just wheels 6 food. It's pretty nice for them. Alright. What miner do I want? I don't think it's Stone Tongs. It also probably doesn't matter much. So I'll not play Loom because it's an extra wood. I'm not sure if that's great logic, but that's what I'm going with. Definitely hoping to pull 4 read here. VCon definitely day labors, so it's on Jellinger if Jellinger will take 4 read or 4 wood. It should be 4 read, but maybe they get tempted by 3 stone. Yeah, okay. I don't get it, which is unfortunate. Did very much want it, but growing was also hugely important. JFG. I can take the 3 stone now. I'm gonna go 3rd next round. Could take 3 stone, could take reed stone. Could play Clay Hut. I can't play Clay Hut Builder because I spent a food on Loam Pit, but I was always gonna spend a food on Loam Pit. I do want to get Clay Hut Builder out fast, but it's not gonna be the most important thing. So I think 3 stone is fine. Maybe if I play Stone Tongs, that entices Jellinger to take the 3 stone. This is a needless start player for blue. I guess if they know they're going fourth next round... Okay, it's not a needless start player. No, that is a good start player. I will correct myself right now. Jellinger can take wood and build a room. Or two. I could definitely look at playing Stonecutter. But Clay Hut Builder out is also important. Ooh, Vcon deciding on the 4 sheep. I think that's really bad, actually. Big Country now, take 5 sheep next round. Unless you think Jellinger would take a hearth and take the sheep, which I guess is also possible, so... Yeah, okay. The more and more I look at this, the more and more reasonable people's moves are. And again, I'm expecting to need... Well, maybe not. I haven't said this quite yet, but I'm expecting to need 6 rooms for House Steward here. Veg flips in round 8. Let's see what Vcon opens with here. I know blue's definitely growing. You know, the herring pot for 5 food maybe. It is start player. Not a huge fan, but it happens. I can day labor last action, probably. If I eat a raw grain to play an Ock right now, I think that's legitimately fine. I'm planning to hit day labor, what, 4 more times this game? The faster Jellinger renos, the happier I am, I think. It's probably not quite time to buy majors. I still probably want to set up the rest of my game here. Which means I don't play Stonecutter yet. Blue fishes. Vcon takes Reedstone. Boo. I guess Joinery on a Reno is quite good for them. So I'm looking at 2 Reed next round. Alright, Jellinger Renos with Clay Oven, presumably. Do I plow this game? I probably go for 2 fields this game. And never play Clearing Spade. I could just ignore Stonecutter. Not really sure what I should do here. Hi, Pro Hell. I'm gonna delay making a decision. Yeah, this does give Geoguessr plow, but I don't really think it's the right time for me to plow. Could build the well, could wood police. Could build the pottery. Could build the joinery. Joinery is a very funny option. I think I'm gonna play the pottery. This does give 6 wood to hopefully Vcon takes it. I guess I get it if Vcon doesn't take it, because Geoguessr's growing. With the corn scoop. Cool. I do need this 2 read, unfortunately. I would like to be greedier. Geoguessr was probably never passing me 4 read, but... no defending start player by blue there. Also, Geoguessr hasn't played bread paddle yet, which I think is a better guarantee of feeding than corn scoop, but SP, grain, so bake is a really good sequence for them, so. I do have a spare move here, it looks like, as Vcon's gonna Reno joinery, almost certainly, which is a really strong move. I could do something like start player and try to not get day labor blocked, but getting day labor blocked would be bad. Because I kinda want it to feed. Just a little. Geoguessr I would think takes 4 wood, but I guess is also considering start player. Five clay and 4 wood are both really good actions for me. 5 clay is better, just for me. Less good at preventing other players from getting what they need. I definitely could consider fencing soon on a 5 clay line. I guess Jellinger could technically be, not necessarily technically, but could be considering a day labor move here. But that would be pretty surprising. Okay, so not start playering, almost certainly grain and sowing the next 2 moves. Not super sure what I should be doing here besides day labor. Well, I'll day labor, get my room down, and maybe I get to be start player. It'd be kind of weird, but I've seen weirder things. Like I said, I've seen weirder things. Yeah, Blue's doing a pretty bad job of reading the rooms and growth queue, I think, and the desire to feed and do other stuff by the other players, so I am going to be able to profit here. These are all equally good and bad for me, I think. No reason to play Clay Pipe now. 2-5 resources for me this round. Yeah, 2 sheep is not a good enough action to be chasing there compared to grow. Jellinger taking 4 wood also turns out to be a pretty bad move, I think. Compared to a sequence like take the grain before the 4 wood so that you have sow bake more or less locked up. And then get to decide if you want to start or maybe get 4 wood still. Giving 4 wood to Harpooner Canoe Herring Pot isn't great. I have to agree with that logic if that was thought of. This actually is turning out very nicely for VCon, of all people. I think this is going actually quite well for him. Though I did expect Blue to start player, and again, Blue does not start player to grow. And I might be able to get to 5 because of it. VCon does take the stone. I think that's very good for them. They have the well in the joinery, so that's very strong. I'm gonna go for 6 clay here. It makes getting clay pipe rather trivial this round. And helps with fencing and such. Six clay reedstone food is probably my preferred end to this round. I am still very much considering a no fence or no fields game here. The well joinery combo is kind of a meme. The idea behind it being strong, like, it is correlated with winning a lot, I think. The reasoning being, if you can take enough wood and stone to play both of those cards and still do all the wood and stone things you'd normally want, you're taking those away from other people and getting points with it. So there is actually a lot of good stuff that you can do when you can viably buy the well and the joinery. It's the sign that you've done a lot of good things already. Mostly in a work meeting. Yeah, we do have a silly hand, silly combos. We're not having to fight ultra hard for growing, which is nice. We're probably still winning House Steward. But I am behind on fencing. Not exactly sure how many other complaints I have. Probably not too many. We could go for 7 rooms. Jellinger is also behind on fencing, should be noted. Blue does take the 4 clay. Which means I don't get 6, but I could take 4 wood to start next round. 4 wood, a read action, day labor build. Roof baluster is very nice, but... oh, they do have bread paddle played. Okay. They did get bread paddle. They might have something like Manservant. Shifting cultivation. Okay, so I will go for 2 fields. That's fine. I think I have time for the 4 wood. Blue start players here. I mean, so many start players to grow at, like, really weird times. Really weird times. And VCon, I think, is getting a fair bit of value. Even though I beat him to some day labor stuff, they're getting to go second in a lot of rounds that Blue's doing questionable things. Well, still my job to try to win here, regardless of that. Either read space is fine. I'd probably go for the Jellinger, I think, just accidentally didn't moldboard plow last time. But gets it done here. Yeah, I think Reedstone's overall better, because a 3 read action will get me the 6th room and the Reno, and I think I can wait till then to take it. Jellinger looks a little stuck on food, except for the traveling space, which isn't really contested, I suppose. Very funny combos in this game. Yeah, with better ordering of actions, we could have something like Stonecutter down here, and have saved a stone on pottery and been able to threaten well earlier, or maybe even take well. We might have been able to play an oven, but it's fine. With day labor, roughcaster, and clay pipe, I have 7 more food coming in this round, and I'm probably going to eat more pottery. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's see, so I'm going to have 11 fence pieces. Wait, okay. I have 13 fence parts right now. I'm getting up to 16 with the loam pit, going down to 11 after building a room, and 2 coming in next round for 13. I could probably just keep eating clay. Take veggies from seasonal worker. Yeah, because I'm going with a very silly food strategy. Oh, I actually want day labor in at least 3 of the last 4 rounds, so I should keep that in mind. Which means my pottery points are just going to be automatic from, like, the last 2 rounds of Loam Pit and this clay hut builder. I can get my fences down in stage 5. I mean, it's a very late firewood collector. It's definitely because of red paddle being necessary here, along with another grain and sow bake action. And Jellinger just has enough actions to do this, which is a luxury of Carpenter's Parlor adoptive parents, and a very wide open board. So Jellinger's getting really good value off of this board as well. What did I want besides day labor here? Not really sure. Yeah, that's an issue. What do I want besides besides day labor? Is it just 5 food? Or do I take the 2 reed? The 2 reed's not great because I'm looking at needing 6 stone. And that does not improve, like, it doesn't quite get me there. I think this is just 5 food. 2 clay for faster fencing. I mean, 2 wood could be okay. Yeah, this is probably 5 food or 2 wood. Yeah, I think I am okay on food. It's a dangerous thing to guess at, but maybe my last action next round can be, what, 6 food? It would be nice to line up clay pipe for next round also. And I want to take 3 reed with high priority. Take a veg here. Don't think it matters. I'm just going to build out this way. Plow these 2. Yeah, if I don't eat a pottery here, I can I can fence 15. Oh, this drinking trough is coming in handy for blue. That's good. That makes the start player slightly better. Vicon's got no crops, which is gonna limit that point ceiling somewhat. I do hope Plauso comes out here, but it is not. So Vicon's gonna be able to catch up, and yeah, maybe Vicon's in the pole position, though I'm not sure how much more they can get done without crops. Maybe if Blue's played all their miners, Vicon's showing 32 points. Maybe Blue throws the... No. I'm gonna have to wait till next round to grow. Three reads my first action here. Hopefully it doesn't get sniped. Three read, 2 stone, day labor. Oh, then I only have 13 fence pieces. No! Oh, that's unfortunate. Blue better not take 3 sheep here. Start player. Vicon picking up crops. Seems good. I do get the sheep here. I can't imagine Jellinger wastes time taking a single sheep. Yeah, when wood is needed also. Alright, we're probably not hitting clay pipe. This round. What in the world is Blue doing? With 5 wood and 1 reed. Do we just stay on 5 rooms now? Very possibly. Very, very possibly. I don't care if you have stable architect, Blue. This is a really bad move. Like, what does it get you? besides breeding cow potential. I mean, now that I say it, that's clearly what they're going for. I just don't think that's worth enough here. Worst seat by far, yeah, very possible. Gellinger could also be going for a 6th room, but most likely is Renault BMW. This makes getting to 6 rooms really tough. I could definitely take a cow this round, because I'm not going to be able to take 2 cows next round. Plow is good. I mean, plow and cow are very fine actions for me at the end of this one. End of this round. Now that I'm on 5 rooms, I am going to want a couple more plows. Start player shifting cultivation would be really cool early next round, but then I don't really know what else I want next round. I'm going to take cow ahead of plow. This is a very silly thing, but I am going to be fencing in this specific alignment, I think, more often on this interface, because the way the animals are programmed to auto go into your fences, your pastures, is top down, left to right. And this keeps the biggest pastures in order. Dutch windmill bread paddle combo. Very questionable. Delaying Basket Maker's Workshop. Basket Maker's Workshop also gives 3 food, but I guess Gellinger thinks they have enough actions. Killing off 2 fences that way feels bad though, right? Plow in the corner that a room cannot legally be built in. Not that that's going to be an issue here. Gellinger going for Sobake, and I guess that's fine if you don't have an Oct to play. It does give a wood back from Firewood Collector now, I suppose. And Gellinger, we want to make sure doesn't get 5 stone, because building a 6th room in stone would be sad for us to see. Hey, Heroic Logic. Center plow. Yeah, CS can keep crying. I'm gonna grow last action here. Blue take can grow without room. I mean, sure. I like that it blocks VCon. If I got plow sow here. I might get plow sow here. VCon doesn't have too much more to do. I mean, they have a total of 10 wood for joinery, so they have 3 wood for stables. So taking 4 wood, building a stable and eating 1 wood. Building 3 stables and eating 1 wood seems like a fine thing to do. Taking veg also seems fine. I mean, I imagine Gellinger takes the biggest wood stack available. If Gellinger goes for a stone pile, we have to immediately take the other one. 2 ore is also on my wish list here. But I don't feel super threatened. VCon takes the 3 stone. I do like to see that. Not really sure what they can take with it besides stone oven. Renovate, that's right. Gellinger does do cultivation instead of taking wood. Food, a wood in a field is good. Can't really blame him for taking it. Start, player, grow, reedstone, food, X. X can be day laborer or... I'm just gonna grow with this. Young Animal Market's not coming around. Mini Pasture I don't want. There's no other passing miners in this set. Nice butter churn for VCon. Two action type to start player. I mean, this Plowsow is going to be huge, right? And I actually don't have to grow. Though, if I was going to do that, I absolutely should have played the shifting cultivation. Did I throw away a move there? I don't know. I mean, I'm concerned about Jellinger's game very much. And I thought there were going to be bad consequences from not getting to Plowsow next round. So, I mean, I think I can still take a food pile. I don't think I have any reason to be concerned about renovating next round. I just need reedstone food. VCon does have a 50-point game pretty much completed. I do need 2 food with this move, don't I? I'm gonna need to feed 9. I have 8 food with the pottery. I have 6 food after shifting cultivation, so I do need a 3 food move here, so day labor is not quite enough. Oh, loom food, you're right. This is probably good for next round too, though. And maybe saves us from taking a pottery move. Oh, I'm not going to eat a raw veg. I'm going to take a veg. On the next day laborer. Yeah, I mean, if Reedstone food is first action from Teal, could be pretty strong. I mean, that last round Plowso is worth so much. We are going to have a 2-point single sheep move for us, which is fun. Next round. You think it's a real question if I had to start for Plowso? I mean, with how crazy blue has been. Also, just putting purple in last and Vcon in third, I'm hoping has some value here. I'm probably not playing another game today, Pro Hell. Can I explain why I didn't eat a clay? Sure. I'm day laboring for my Reno, so that's going to give me 5 clay. And that means I'm in the right number of stuff for... Yeah, Lone Pit. Okay, cool. May I? Really? You don't want 6 wood to Reno fence with? Are you nuts? I'm giving you the 6 wood so Vcon doesn't stable? Thank you. Ugh. Or Vcon can stable, but now can't stable and joinery max. Now Jellinger doesn't get to stable. Reedstone Sheep Reno X is a fun end for me. And Jellinger does take a Sobake that they need pretty badly. Sheep is 2 points, cow is 1 point, boar is 1 point, green is a point. I'm going to take veg on the day labor. And a bunch of clay is like 4 food and a point. Gonna waste this reed stack? Yeah. They didn't, that Dutch windmill I think is really bad. Though they do get 6 food from it in total, I think. blue gambling that I'm not going to run a fence on them, which is a smart gamble. Plow's also 2 points. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to risk anything. My points look good enough. Well, we did it, team. We got 12 food from Roughcaster. Yeah, I mean, this is the only time you're supposed to play Roughcaster. When you're building a bunch of clay rooms with loam pit on cottaging. Building, or cottager one room at a time, yeah. Even the, well, see, even Wall Builder can't find space here. I mean, Wall Builder I could have played if I didn't have Roughcaster. If Roughcaster wasn't in the draft, I would have played Wall Builder in that spot. And it would have netted the same amount of food, but over a worse time frame. And I think one of my harvests might have been tight. Challenger should take a boar here. If they take a sheep, I take a boar. So we're both just 1 point worse in that world. Ending with no relevant building resources is nice, yeah. You see, keep seeing Loam Pit hands do well on average. Should we all draft? Yeah, I mean, I think I draft Loam Pit pretty highly to block the combos. I do think that's a thing I do. I mean, it's all true. Like, draft the day labor stuff highly. I'm still not sold that I would take Cottager highly without a day labor card already in my hand. I think that part's still necessary, but... Challenger might be out of stuff to do and might want the 8 play for tie breaks themselves. Pig breeder is a point. I don't know what Challenger is saying in chat. I hope Challenger is not implying that I got help from Teal. I think they are aware of everything here. Okay. I'm just gonna check for 2-point moves here. No, no, no. Nope. Tiebreaker. I'm even going to eat the raw grain because that's better for the tiebreaker. You're surprised I pulled this one out? I mean, I had pretty high ceiling here. But yeah, it did get a little shifty at some points. I just got clay pipe. Oh, Cool. Yeah, so I have 6 unused building resources. That's not going to beat Geoguessr, but yeah, it's way better that Geoguessr wasn't able to get points from those. Good point on the clay pipe. But I do think that start player is part of how I won here. Oh, and there was Loom also. For food. That round 13 start player move can be really strong, like, especially if you don't have a sow yet. Maybe I could have gotten away with the same amount of stuff or even more, but... Right, if Geoguessr takes Reedstone first, then, what, I don't have the clay move because I can just take Reed and Stone separately? And risk day labor being blocked? Yeah, I mean, there were 3 renovations available for me, and 2 people were already in stone. I was already in clay, so... All I needed was to get the actual resources, so... Geoguessr did find point moves until the last one. I do end up winning by 4 here. And we didn't even get to build a 6th room. But yeah, that was fun being able to play a Roughcaster legitimately. Glad I was able to do that. I think the fencing... I mean, it might have been better than taking the Reed, honestly. Center spot empty. CS can be antagonized a little. He deserves it. Roughcaster OP. Yeah, yep. Definitely. It's definitely not anything else. I mean, Roughcaster is OP in the sense that Well and Joinery are OP. If you have a time and place to use it, like legitimately, it means you're probably winning. There are a few signs that you're probably doing really, really well. Fun big country game for VCon, except for being day labor blocked early on. That was really rough for them, and I don't think they got their crop ceiling well enough handled. Given their situations, I think they did reasonably okay. Not sure what else I would have done instead of what they did do. If Geoguessr had pig breeder, why didn't they take the sheep first? That is a good question. The sheep doesn't help them one bit, though. Right? The sheep doesn't get them a point of breeding. It just loses them 2 points. Or a 1-point move, and I lose a 2-point move. But they were, like, busy feeding because they had to sow bake with Dutch Windmill. I ranked Roughcaster 46 out of 48. I do. Because you need, like, 2 exact cards and 1 other helper to make it worth it. It's a point better, sure. But if we're gonna talk here about... Yeah, I don't like talking about 1-point inefficiencies too much. Especially tactical stuff. Because if it's not like a bigger picture error, then those things happen like 15 times a game. Horse is the Lone Ranger. I assume you mean the cow, but yes, this cow is the Lone Ranger. And sorry I can't like denote it better. Any chance for a second BGA Grit game today? No. I am not gonna be streaming... Brandon. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But these are definitely cattle in the revised edition artwork. And none of my cards say horse on them. Do we want to look? Not horse. Not horse. Not horse. Do I need to continue? Random FYI, I ranked 2 at 38, no cards at 45. Awkward. Thanks, Crix. Maybe I'll go to that spreadsheet and fix. I didn't think I had made that mistake. Maybe Chris Ho edited it on accident. I'm gonna blame him instead of blaming me, unless the video clearly shows me having it wrong. Alright. Where's Horse Market on this board? We are not playing Farmers of the Moor. And it's probably not going to get implemented on BGA. But yeah, I streamed, what, 13 hours of MSO in the last 3 days, 3 days before today. So I'm not especially feeling like I want to stream multiple games here in MSO season. But definitely going to keep streaming MSO stuff, as I got a really nice score in 7 Wonders, which should make me somewhat likely to end in a good Pentamind position if I can pull out some other good results. Hoping for, what is it now, a top 10 poker finish? Somewhere near the top 10, and then probably a good finish in Agricola would be nice. What else am I doing? Look at me, saying I'm gonna do something and then not exactly know the details here. Dominion is Wednesday. I think I'm pretty good at base Dominion, even though I don't really ever play real people. Can't Stop. I am just gonna win Can't Stop, so it's totally fine. Splendor I could do well in. Maybe not, though. Are they doing 3-player Splendor this year? How do I not know this? It is 3-player Splendor. I do have to practice then. Castles of Burgundy is the last day, and I'm pretty strong at that. Might learn some other stuff here. Probably won't play Gaia Project. I'm probably not quite good enough at it. But the Terra Mystica field was ridiculous. Yeah. What happened to Geoguessr? I mean, we can play a Geoguessr right now. I haven't been playing much. We can do a quick post-game Geoguessr. Yeah, Castles of Burgundy I'm excited for. I haven't played much of it recently, but I do feel like I'm pretty good at it. It'll be fun to do for MSO. Alright, well, that I'll take as a request for Geoguessr. It looks like I turned off my webcam. No, we're not going to take off the webcam. Should we play the daily challenge? It's been a while since I played, but okay. Hopefully none of you are planning on playing the daily challenge. If you are and don't want to be spoiled, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. But for anyone else who wants to stick around and watch me Geoguess through the daily challenge, I guess we'll do it here. It's only 15 minutes. Lovely Cyrillic. Looks like random Russian place. That kind of sign, I feel like on the stone, feels pretty Russian to me. The bus stops could be anywhere. River something. River Jora or something like that. Cyrillic rounds and Indonesia versus Malaysia are my two weakest points in Geoguessr, I think. Drazrovo. I don't know any of those places, especially not in Cyrillic. Alright, we're halfway through the round timing, and I have no idea right now. I would currently guess southwestern Russia. Back to start, go the other way. Hope for a major sign, but I'm not very hopeful here. This is looking like I am just gonna have to randomly guess, because I haven't heard of these Russian places, or I can't immediately figure it out. This could definitely be Ukraine. It looks a bit too nice to be Bulgaria. Sorry, Bulgaria. When the clock gets to about 20 seconds, I have to go into the map. 10 more seconds to find a sign. Can't tell too much from this landscape. This is just a tough round. Maybe that police car is worth something. But, like, it could be anywhere in this area. I'll take it. Russia's just so big. Missed 2,000 points for that. Like, I would have had to recognize Spaz Google. We saw those characters. Koshelvo, I did not recognize. Yermolino, I was never gonna get. Like, I recognize Moscow in Cyrillic. And I recognize, like, St. Petersburg and other big cities, but... that was just really tough. This is easier. Amsterdam? Radisson Blue. I think this is Amsterdam. Could be somewhere else, but this does look Dutch. Antwerp. Oh, well, I'm glad I kept looking. Yeah, okay, we're in Antwerp. Which is close to the Netherlands. And yeah, so we're just looking for the Radisson Blue Antwerp. Near the city center. What's the hotel logo? Isn't it? Yeah, it's the red bed. Have to be somewhere in here, right? Well, we know we're close. We're definitely close. I would like to nail this on a 5,000. Should just look for other clues at this point. Or, like, the street names. Why am I not looking at the street names? Honningen, Astrid. Or why don't I look for what the heck this big building is? This is huge. Is this the train station or something? Central Station. Antwerp Central Station. Okay. Where is it? Antwerp Central. Radisson Blue? Hey, we got there with 20 seconds to go. And... this is the content you can find? Great. We're somewhere like right here. 83 yards. Close enough! Okay, not quite as good. I could have recognized that as like the border of the building on the other side, but 83 yards, close enough for 5K. Another city is a good thing. claranet.co.uk. Probably London. Midtown London. Waterloo 243. Theobald's Road, is this? Haven't heard of that. Red Lion Street. I'd like to find some other identifier here besides Theobald's Road. Great Ormond Street Hospital, Royal London Homeopathic Hospital, McDonald's Dead Giveaway. Uh-huh, that's definitely how this works. Definitely how this works. That goes to Oxford Circus? Alright, this is not productive. Other direction. Have a minute 16 to go. This looks like a landmark of some kind. Bush House. Well, it's in a big roundabout. Okay. That helps. Now where is all that stuff? It's like somewhere near here. Uh-oh. I swear, like, I've been close enough to here to where I should be getting it. Well, okay. If I click down, like, somewhere over here, and that ends up being 680 yards away, I'll take it. I'll take it. So we were next to Holborn, which I did not recognize as a underground stop. And then we had made our way down to Trafalgar Square, basically. And then there wasn't enough this way to... Philippines? It looks Southeast Asian. The words look English and Spanish at the same time. The pavement, especially, is Philippines. This, like, flat concrete with broad shoulders. Pretty sure this is Philippines. But that's a big country. And not that big country. No pun intended. Can't read that one. Okay, it might be asphalt. I don't actually know. E20. We're on the E20. Kilometer 163 is where we started. Oh! Well, Kimball, you are correct, because E20 is not a Philippine road at all. It even tells me it's not. Alright, so E20 is this way. Probably near Quito. Not sure which direction. Oh, I do know which direction. So 163 kilometers to the south of the start. 163 kilometers is like 100 miles. I don't really have a good sense of where that is, but I would guess somewhere around here. Time to try to figure out what town we're near. We're now going south. Seconds. Solvac? It's a company. It's not saying any location things. I would like a company to tell me where they're from. Is it possible it starts counting from the other end? No, because we were going north and the numbers were going down. Now we're going south and the numbers are going up, right? 6 seconds, I'm not going to be able to get anything more than where I am. I was 23 miles off of my estimation of 100 miles. That's not terrible. Near Santo Domingo, Ecuador. And there was no real town nearby, so I don't think I could have done that much better. Starts counting from the equator. Oh, Kimball. Wonderlaw? Is this an Indian amusement park? I say that because a lot of these, like, walkthrough views are in India. 163 kilometers, 101 miles. Yeah, 1.6 is what I was going off of. So it was convenient to have that, but then wasn't enough. Okay, the people look Indian. There's a Street View car. .in. Okay, so now we just have to find the Wonderlaw amusement park in India. I'm not sure going through this anymore will help. Easy clap. I don't know how much there is easy here. Like, oh gosh. Cap. Easy cap. Gotcha. Alright, how far outside the park are we going to be allowed to get? Probably not too far. Apparently Wonderlaw is the safest amusement park, if any of you were wondering. And if that was your fear. Parking area? Can we get close to the parking area? Is that going to tell us anything? Well, we can get closer to the parking area, and no, it's not going to tell us anything. Dude, I don't know. Apparently I'm looking at the right distance away from the city center. I don't think that was it. Well, just gonna put it there anyway. Finding an amusement park that fast is fun enough to just go with for now. Use the sun? I mean, we're in India for sure. I don't need to estimate a hemisphere here. It was in Bengaluru, outside Bengaluru. You see, if the amusement park told me it was Wonderland Amusement Park Bangalore, that would be great. Thanks, game. Didn't even get 20K. Alright. Three very good rounds in the middle. Two difficult ones on the outside. Okay. This isn't the content you want? Oh, I know it is. Okay. That'll be all for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks, Fofo, for the Geoguessr request. That was definitely a fun time for me here. Doesn't look like anyone's streaming board games here. Strangest Agricola expansion you've ever seen, for sure. Alright, have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll try to stream an Agricola game tomorrow. Well, maybe I won't, because I'm playing Dominion on Wednesday. I might take tomorrow off. It is MSO season. I do want to be practicing some stuff. I do need to find like a 4th and 5th game I feel good about for a strong Pentamine score, I suppose. So enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all next time, whenever that may be. Bye.